As you're joining, go ahead and just test out the buzzer. I'll keep resetting it.
I don't see a scoreboard, so I can't tell if there's a buzzer.
How's that, Bob? Can you see my screen now?
There it is. All right. So are we 3 on 4 today?
Okay.
Rick, Brandon, and Katie versus Matt, Mike, Heather, and Daniel. Rick, do you have a fourth player coming?
We have Erin Grogan, who is currently working on her audio, which is why she hasn't set up the buzzer yet. But she will set up the buzzer shortly.
Okay, well, my buzzer just froze again, so what the hell is, I cannot stand.
A quick question for Ermin. Do we have call-in numbers so we can discuss as a team?
They're always the same.
Okay, hold on. I'll dig them up.
You just have to know whether you're the blue or the red. I'll put them in the invites from now on. I thought people would know them by now.
Google, I hate them.
So, Ermin, are you?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if there was a scorekeeper. I just set up the game, but we didn't start yet. If you, we can switch over if you want a scorekeep.
But won't I have to change the game?
We would have to change it. Yeah, it would be a new game.
It's up to you. I don't care.
Can I be heard and hear it all?
Yeah, you're super audible here.
Inaudible or audible?
Hi, Rochelle.
Hey, Bob.
How are you?
Good. Ermin already set up the board, so if I'm going to scorekeep, I have to change the board.
Yeah,
Ermin, it's really up to you.
We can do that quickly now if you like.
Okay.
Yeah, so Rochelle's going to hand out a guy's, she's going to send out a new game code and she'll scorekeep.
That might be good luck.
Oh. Which team is red this time?
Red is Trivia That Never Sleeps, and blue is Babka-dook.
Okay. The buzzer code is 566.
566, everybody.
And let me share that. I have to get this. Why am I not seeing this as a separate window? There we go. Okay.
There's the buzzer.
Okay, let me see if I can make this a little louder.
Teams, are you coming on in to game code 566? All right, Trivia That Never Sleeps is complete. There's Matt for Babka-dook. Waiting for one. Oh, there's Heather. Okay. Trivia. Oh, that was odd. Trivia, can we check your buzzers, please? Oh, that's Babka-dook. All right, Heather checked. Is it frozen?
I think that's all of us.
Yeah, I do not see I just refreshed. I'm still not seeing the scoreboard. Let me try. There it is. Okay, everybody set? Big smiles. Why am I in there twice? That seems odd. Okay, there we are. Hi, teams. Welcome to our noon match. Running just a little bit late, but we'll be fine. The same rules apply. No more than 2 buzzes per 5-clue category. No consultation except during steals and at the top of the category. Okay. Ermin, are we all set? Rochelle?
Do we have consultation numbers? Phone numbers for that?
It's
Yeah, Dan, I'll text it to you. We got one.
Yeah. I'll put them in the invites from now on. I'm sorry. The same as they always are, but I know you guys switch from red to blue, so it'd be helpful.
right. All right. So shall we get started? Rochelle, Ermin, shall we get started?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, great. Hi, everybody. Same rules apply, as I said. How come my still picture is in one of those and also me live? That seems very odd. Anyway, I have no idea why that is, but we'll carry on. Herman, if you can get rid of my still photo there at the bottom of the screen for me. It's unnerving me. But we'll go on. Our first category is Immanuel Kant. But and you can use this time if you want to talk about your command. However, I would just advise you that it's not Immanuel Kant, K-A-N-T. It's Immanuel Kant, C-A-N''T. So it's just a little amusing play on words from Jeopardy to you. Okay, teams, here we go for 1 point. Good luck to both teams. Trivia that never sleeps. Captain is Rick. Babka-dook, captain is Matt. Here we go for 1 point in Immanuel Kant. Immanuel Kant have a milkshake. Like 90% of Asian Americans, he has an intolerance to this sugar. Matt.
Lactose?
Lactose is right. First blood to Babka-dook, the blue team, 1 point. Immanuel Kant for 2. Immanuel can't become U.S. president because he's not yet this minimum age. Immanuel can't become U.S. president because he's not yet this minimum age. Matt?
35?
35 is correct. As you know, I always look for opportunities to do this. Matt is now out of this category. Okay, he's got his 2 buzzes. Thank you, Matt, for doing that. Here we go for 3 points. No, Immanuel can't return to the soccer game. He got one of these cards. His Rick? Rick, unmute and answer. Not hearing. I hear nothing. Ermin, Rochelle, anybody on the team help?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
He has to probably come back into the, go out and come back in. Try again, Rick.
I'm audible?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, it's a red card.
Red card is correct. 3 points for trivia that never sleeps. Score is tied. Okay, for 4 points. Immanuel can't spell very well. He keeps transposing letters, which makes me think he has this learning disorder. Rick?
Dyslexia.
Dyslexia is correct, and now Rick is out. So for everybody except Rick and Matt, the captains, here is Immanuel Kant for 5 points. Immanuel can't stand girls. And yes, it's safe to call him one of these, from the Greek for woman hater. Daniel.
Misogynist? Can you hear me?
But yes, misogynist is correct. And I was worried that you were consulting, but it's obvious it's a recorded voice, and she can't give any help, as we know from recorded voices. Okay, very good, teams. That's it for the category. Our next category is facts and figures. Facts and figures. I will give you a fact, and you will give me the very voluptuous figure. Okay, here we go for 1 point. Fact. Born in Long Beach, California, in the movies, she was Dudley Moore's idea of the perfect 10. Daniel.
Bo Derek.
Bo Derek is right for 1 point. That's the figure we were looking for. Facts and figures for 2. She had bit parts in McHale's Navy and Bewitched before her bust-out role in 1 Million Years BC. She had bit parts in McHale's Navy and Bewitched before her bust-out role in 1 Million Years BC. Daniel?
Raquel Welch.
Raquel Welch is right, and Daniel is out for the rest of the category. Too bad. It sounds like it's in your wheelhouse there, Dan. Here we go for 3 points. As Halle Berry could tell you, this star of Carmen Jones was the first African-American Best Actress Oscar nominee. As Halle Berry could tell you, this star of Carmen Jones was the first African-American Best Actress Oscar nominee. Katie?
Dorothy Height.
That is incorrect. Sorry, I have to subtract 3 points. And we throw it over to Matt for Babka-dook. As Halle Berry could tell you, the star of Carmen Jones was the first African-American Best Actress nominee. You're allowed to consult. You have 10 seconds.
Nope, we don't know it.
Okay, Aaron, you knew, I think, belatedly that it was Dorothy Dandridge. Dorothy Dandridge was the actress. The great Dorothy Dandridge. Okay, for 4 points. Here's the fact. Buxom blonde who co-starred with Tony Randall in Will Success Spoil Rock Hunter? Buxom blonde who co-starred with Tony Randall in Will Success Spoil Rock Hunter? 5 seconds. Time. It was the underrated and buxom Jane Mansfield. Jane Mansfield is what we were looking for. And finally, for 5 points in facts and figures, fact. This Swiss-German bombshell was the very first Bond girl in Dr. No. This Swiss-German bombshell was the very first Bond girl in Dr. No. Time. The actress, sorry, Matt, too late. The actress is Ursula Andress. Ursula Andress, known as Ursula Undress at the time. And if you saw Dr. No, you'll remember why. Okay. Here's our third category. Cooking verbs. Cooking verbs. Okay, all these are verbs that are involved in cooking, as you might expect. For 1 point, to heat water to 212 degrees. To Matt?
Boil.
Boil is right for 1 point for the blue team. Cooking verbs for 2. Two-word term meaning to cook by submerging in hot fat. Katie.
I didn't know. I don't know.
Sorry, I have to subtract 2. Blue team. Two-word term meaning to cook by submerging in hot fat.
A deep fry.
Deep fry is correct for 2 points. For 3 points in cooking verbs, from the French, it means to remove bones, especially the backbones from fish. From the French, it means to remove bones, especially the backbones, from fish. Heather.
Filet.
Heather? Filet is correct. 3 points. Well done. For 4 points in cooking verbs, from the Greek for to roast, it's to cook with dry oven heat. From the Greek for to roast, it's to cook with dry oven heat. Time. Isn't that funny? It was a triple stumper on the show, too, and it's as simple as to bake. To bake. Yeah, that's the definition of baking. Okay. Triple stumper on the show, too. Here we go for 5 cooking verbs. To cook sugar until it forms a brown syrup. To cook sugar. Katie.
Caramelize.
Caramelize is right. A little redemption. At the end of 3 categories, we have Babka-dook 17, Trivia That Never Sleeps 7, but that's a virtual tie because there's just so many points ahead of us. But that's the halfway point in round 1. Our next category is lead or no lead. Lead or no lead. And we do mean the substance, the element lead. Here we go for 1 point. In 1996, the Environmental Protection Agency completed its 25-year phase-out of lead in this. Rick?
Gasoline.
Is right for 1 point for the red team. Lead or no lead for 2. To protect children, in 1977, the government banned the use of lead in this substance on walls in the home. Matt?
Paint.
Paint is right for 2 points. Back and forth we go. Lead or no lead for 3. There's no lead in a typical number 2 pencil, just this mineral, also known as plumbago. Rick?
Graphite.
Graphite is right for 3 points. And since we are in a company that deals with number 2 pencils, we now all know that another word for graphic is plumbago. Plumbago. I had a little touch of plumbago last week. Okay, here we go for 4 points in lead or no lead. In 2004, this Santa Clara, California chip giant began shipping 95% lead-free microprocessor packages. In 2004, this Santa Clara, California chip giant began shipping 95. Daniel.
Intel.
Intel is right for 4 points for the blue team. Finally, for 5 points in lead or no lead, the ancient Romans used a lead-based type of this tin alloy for tableware. Not a good idea. The ancient Romans used a lead-based type of this tin alloy for tableware. Not a good idea. 5 seconds. Matt?
Pewter.
Pewter is right. Very good. 5 points. Okay. We now go on to military firsts. Military firsts. Okay. For 1 point. The first recorded battle on English soil occurred when his forces invaded in 55 BC. The first recorded battle on English soil occurred when his forces invaded in Matt?
Julius Caesar.
Is right for 1 point, Julius Caesar. For 2 points. In May 1783, Elijah Churchill and William Brown became the first recipients of this medal established by George Washington. In May 1783, Elijah Churchill and William Brown became the first recipients of this medal established by George Washington. 5 seconds. Aaron.
The Purple Heart?
That is right for 2 points. Well done. 2 points. Bold buzz in and you were rewarded. Very good. Here we go. Military first for 3. On October 16th, 1946, Joachim von Ribbentrop became the first of 10 condemned men hanged in this city for war crimes. On October, Heather. Heather, unmute and answer.
Nuremberg.
Nuremberg is correct for 3 points. Remember, teams, you have 3 seconds to unmute and answer when I call on you. For 4 points in military firsts. The first battle casualties of this fabled military unit were in 1527, when 147 died defending Pope Clement VII. The first battle casualties, Matt?
The Swiss Guard.
Swiss Guard is correct. Very good for 4 points. And finally, for 5 points in military firsts, the first successful wartime attack by one of these occurred by the Hunley off Charleston in 1864. The first successful war, Daniel.
Submarine.
That's right for 5 points. First submarine attack, 1864. Here's our final category in the first round. It's last chance, and the word last is in quotes, which, as you know, means last will appear in every response. Good luck, teams. For 1 point, Hawkeye shows up in this 1826 novel. Hawkeye shows up in this, Daniel?
Last of the Mohicans.
Last of the Mohicans is correct, and an excellent 1992 movie, I must say. For 2 points in last chance, it's not the final Club Med. It's the ultimate solution to a difficult problem. It's not the final Club Med. It's the ultimate solution to solve a difficult problem. Erin?
The Last Resort?
The Last Resort is correct for 2 points. Last for 3. The last 3 words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech, they also appear in his epitaph. The last, Katie?
Free at last.
Free at last is right for 3 points. Trivia that never sleeps, coming back for 4 points in last chance. Bravo! It's a final performance or effort before retirement, and also the title of a Rick?
Last Hurrah.
1958 Spencer Tracy film. That is correct, The Last Hurrah. And finally, for 5 points in last chance, it's Alaska's nickname. It's Alaska. Matt?
The Last Frontier.
That is right for 5 points. And with that, we remove the possibility of a tie because we have Babka-dook with an odd number score, 47. Trivia that never sleeps with an even number score, 22. But there's plenty of points to be gotten as we double the points, and anything can change. Everything can change. Anything can happen. Doing very, very well, teams. I think you're really going to enjoy this next set of 6 categories. The first one is on the map. On the map. So we bounce right, no commercial interruption. We bounce right into round 2 on the map for 2 points. Mount Everest lies on the border between Tibet and this landlocked nation. Mount Everest lies on the border between Tibet and this, Matt?
Nepal.
Nepal is right for 2 points. And now we have a surprise substitution, surprise substitution, surprise substitution for on the map for 4. Have to throw that one out. So we'll go with, for 4 points, the West Indies. The West Indies is the category for this one clue. Here we go. Buck Island Reef National Monument in this U.S. territory has an underwater trail where snorkelers can view the coral. Buck Island Reef National Monument in this U.S. territory has an underwater trail where snorkelers can view the coral. 5 seconds. Time. It's the U.S. Virgin Islands. U.S. Virgin Islands. Okay, back to on the map, the regular category for 6 points. This Canadian province is in the Gulf of St. Lawrence. This Canadian province is in the Gulf of St. Lawrence. 5 seconds. Time. What else would be in a Gulf? Prince Edward Island. Prince Edward Island is the province. For 8 points. Huh? Sorry?
Yeah, I buzz on that.
Daniel had buzzed in before you said time.
Oh, I'm very sorry. I'll throw in another. Should I throw in another category, Rochelle?
Yeah.
Another question?
That's okay.
Oh, you don't care? Okay, just keep going.
Okay, then we'll move on. My apologies. Okay, that was for 6. For 8 points. Sorry, Daniel. For 8 points. In the Caribbean Sea, Cuba and Hispaniola are the only islands larger than this island nation. In the Caribbean Sea, Cuba and Hispaniola are the only islands larger than this island nation. 5 seconds. Time. The nation is Jamaica. That's one of those that if they were consulting, I bet you somebody would have come up with it. But because we've removed the consulting, that's what happens. Okay. Finally, for 10 points in On the Map, the name of this South American capital is believed to have come from Magellan's exclamation, "I see a hill." The name of this South American capital is believed to come from Magellan's exclamation, "I see a hill." Time. I gave a little extra time for that one because you got to puzzle it out. If you thought of hill or mountain, you thought of Mont. To see is Montevideo, Uruguay is what we were looking for. Montevideo. Okay. The next category I really like. Of course, you don't care about that, but I like it. It's lyrical postal abbreviations. Lyrical postal abbreviations. Now, the way this works is your response will be the full name of the state whose abbreviation is in the blank in each clue. Now, these are all lyrical, but I can give you an example. If I said, first 2 syllables spoken by Helen Keller in The Miracle Worker are blank, blank. First 2 syllables spoken by Helen Keller in The Miracle Worker are blank, blank. Your response would be Washington, because her first 2 syllables are wah, wah. Get the idea? So fill in the blank with the 2-letter postal abbreviation, but give me the state. I can only give points for the state. This is serious business. Okay. You'll get the hang of it because it's all from songs. For 2 points, the Beatles. And Molly says this as she takes him by the hand, Ob blank D. And the Beatles. Katie?
Louisiana.
You did it perfectly. 2 points. I wish I could give you more for figuring out the damn category right away. Yes. Obladi, La is Louisiana, so Katie came up with the right response. Well done, Katie. Here we go for lyrical postal abbreviations for 4 points. The Rascals. I asked my family doctor just what I had. I said, doctor, Mr. Blank. Rick.
Maryland.
That's right. Mr. MD, doctor. Good lovin'. Good job, Rick. Very well done for 4 points. I love this category. Here we go for 6 points. Roy Orbison. Blank dreams, I walk with you. Roy Orbison. Blank dreams, I walk with you. Matt.
Indiana.
Indiana is right. In dreams, I walk with you. Well done. I thought everybody was going to screw this one up because I said it wrong, but you all are doing great, so I must have done it right. Here we go. For 8 points. Queen. All we hear is radio blank blank. Queen. Katie.
Georgia.
Georgia is right. Radio Gaga. Oh, I'm so impressed with you teams. Really great job. Here we go for 10 points. Bob Dylan. So don't fear if you hear a foreign sound to your ear. It's all right, blank. I'm only sighing. Bob Dylan. So don't fear if you hear a foreign sound to your ear. It's all right, blank. I'm only sighing. Daniel.
Massachusetts.
10 points. The two teams together ran the category, and I'm super impressed. Yeah, it's all right, Ma. I'm only sighing rather. Okay, at the end of, no, we'll update the score after the third category. Let me paint you a picture. Let me paint you a picture. Yes, it's about art. For 2 points, teams. The title of his Cubist masterpiece, Les Demoiselles d'Avignon, refers to a notorious section of Barcelona, or Barcelona. Daniel?
Pablo Picasso.
That is correct for 2 points. Well done. Paint your picture for 4. In the 1730s, Canaletto was busy painting scenic views of this city, his birthplace. In the 1730s, Canaletto was busy painting scenic views of this city, his birthplace. 5 seconds. Time. It was a triple stumper on the show, too.
It's Venice.
Yes, it is Venice, right. I was going to say this Canaletto is canal is the kind of clue in there. Good job, Rochelle. By the way, did you know Dorothy Dandridge?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Well, Carmen Jones still holds up. She's pretty great. She was best in Porgy and Bess, too. But we're back to, let me paint you a picture for 6. For 6 points. He put the class in neoclassical with his portrait of Madame Recamier. He put the class in neoclassical with his portrait of Madame Recamier. 5 seconds. Time. You know, that was a triple stumper on the show, and I think this should have been 10 points because I think this is very hard.
Is it Eng?
Nope.
David?
David is correct. Jacques-Louis David. I think that's a real tough one, tougher than the ones coming up, but we'll see. Here we go, teams, for 8 points, and let me paint you a picture. He said that unconsciously, he was probably painting the loneliness of a large city in Nighthawks. He said that unconsciously, he was, Daniel?
Hopper.
Edward Hopper is correct. Very good. That's 8 points. Finally, let me paint you a picture for 10. Only about 36 paintings of this, I'll start again. Only about 36 paintings of this Dutch master of domestic interiors survive, including the guitar player. Only about 36 paintings of this Dutch master of domestic interiors survive, including the guitar player. Time. It's the great painter of light and shadow.
Vermeer?
Yes?
Vermeer.
Vermeer is
Vermeer,
right.
yeah.
Jan Vermeer. Very good. Good job, Rochelle. Okay, here we go. At the halfway point of the second round, Babka-dook 75, Trivia That Never Sleeps 36. Plenty of points ahead. The next category is Brand O, with O in quotes. Brand O. Not Brando, but Brand O. You'll get the hang of it for 2 points. This brand of insect repellent includes active and deep woods lines. Katie?
What is off?
Off is correct. That's the brand O we were looking for. Well done for trivia. Brand O for 4 points. Heinz owns this line of frozen potato products. Heinz, Rick?
Orida.
Orida is Orida. You are correct for 4 points. 6 points. We have a surprise substitution, surprise substitution, surprise substitution. It's even a surprise to me. Yes, I have no idea why I didn't see this one coming, but we need to do a surprise substitution, so we will do so. For 6 points. I go through these like a fine-tooth comb, but I apparently missed this one. Okay. For 6 points, the category is horse smarts. Horse smarts. It's about horses. For 6 points. Though its name suggests 5 points, This white marking on a horse's forehead can be of any shape. Though its name suggests 5 points, this white marking on a horse's forehead can be of any shape. 5 seconds. Time. That marking is known as a star. No matter what the shape is, it's known as a horse's star. Okay. Back to brand O for 8 points. This blender came on the market in 1946. This blender came on the market in 1946. Rick.
Oster.
Oster is correct. Well done for 8 points. Finally, for 10 points, in brand O. The slogan of this camera brand is "Capture It All." The slogan of this camera brand, Daniel?
Olympus.
Olympus is right. And we're a little more than at the halfway point. Babka-dook 85, Trivia That Never Sleeps 52. Our next category, Literary Brothers. Literary Brothers for 2 points. 2 of this novel's title quartet are Dmitri and Ivan. Matt?
Brothers Karamazov.
Brothers Karamazov is correct for 2 points. Literary Brothers for 4. The Devil's Sooty Brother is a lesser-known tale by these real-life German brothers. The Devil's... Aaron?
Brothers Grimm.
The Brothers Grimm is correct. I don't think I've ever read The Devil's Sooty Brother, but I'm kind of intrigued. Well done. For 6 points. Walter J. Boyne, B-O-Y-N-E, Walter J. Boyne fictionalizes the story of the Wright brothers in Dawn Over This Place. Walter J. Boyne fictionalizes the story of the Wright brothers in Dawn Over This Place. 5 seconds. Katie.
Kitty Hawk.
That's right. Dawn Over Kitty Hawk. Well done. When there's a big pause and somebody's bold enough to come up with it, I'm impressed. And that's 6 points for the red team. Okay. Here we go for 8 points in Literary Brothers. This troubled teenager had a brother named Allie who died. You'd have liked him. Brandon.
Holden Caulfield.
Holden Caulfield is right. And Brandon, that was a triple stumper on the show. Nobody had read it, but you obviously know your Literary Brothers. Very well done. Finally, for 10 points in Literary Brothers. In this E.L. Doctorow novel set around 1900, the radical sibling is known only as younger brother. Matt.
Ragtime?
Ragtime is the book. And with 1 category to go, we have Babka-dook 97, Trivia That Never Sleeps 70. And our final category, listen closely teams, is Drop a Letter. Drop a letter. So listen closely. For 2 points, drop a letter from a punctuation mark and you get this state of prolonged unconsciousness. Matt.
Yeah, coma.
Coma is right. Notice they're not asking, I couldn't tell you this, they're not asking for the letter that's losing a letter. They're asking just for the word that remains. So from comma, we get coma, but coma was the response. Well done, Matt, for 2 points. Drop a letter, this is for 4 points. Drop a letter from a word meaning easily bent. Now you have this word meaning legally responsible. Drop a letter from a word meaning easily bent. Now you have this word meaning legally responsible. 5 seconds. Brandon.
Liable.
Very good. Liable's correct. Pliable becomes liable. Impressive. That's 4 points. I had a hunch the teams were going to do well in this category. Let's see. Here we go for 6 points. Drop a letter from a word referring to 2 lines of latitude, and you get this word that refers to a subject for discussion. Rick.
Topic.
That's right for 8 points. Boy, Trivia That Never Sleeps is using this very effectively. We go from tropic to topic, and the score is now Babka-dook 99, Trivia That Never Sleeps 80. Here we go for 8 points. Drop a letter from a word meaning oddly amusing, and you get this sandwich enclosure. Drop a letter from a word meaning oddly amusing, and you get this sandwich enclosure. 5 seconds. Matt?
Yeah, roll.
That's right. Droll becomes roll. And that's right for 2 points going over into 3 digits. Final clue for 10 points in drop a letter. Drop a letter from a word meaning gloomy, and you get this largest member of the deer family. Drop a letter from a word meaning gloomy, and you get this largest member of the deer family. 5 seconds. Rick?
Moose.
Moose is right. Morose becomes moose. A little coming up a little bit short. We have Trivia That Never Sleeps with 90 and Babka-dook winning with 107. A very good match, as I anticipated. Well done to both teams. Well played, good sportsmanship, and I'm really impressed.
Really
Great
good.
job, everybody.
All right, we'll see Trivia That Never Sleeps back in the redemption round.
That we will.
Thanks, guys.
Good game.
Again, guys.
Thanks, everybody.